Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is More Than a Message here today with another pick a card reading. We are going to be checking in and seeing what this person was thinking and feeling the last time you two interacted. So, as always, we have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 is going to be the Blueberry Dragon, Goals, and this Third Eye Heart stone. For pile number 2, we have the Corn Dragon, Friends, and this Fairy Stone. And then for pile 3, we have the Orange Dragon, Rewards, with this piece of selenite. So, as always, any reference to divine feminine or divine masculine has to do with energy, has nothing to do with gender. Everybody is welcome here, as well as this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Otherwise, sit, meditate over the piles, see which one is calling and resonating with you the most, and I will see you in your reading. Alright, pile 1, if you guys chose the Blueberry Dragon, Goals, and this Third Eye Heartstone, this is going to be your reading for today. We are actually going to be starting off with actually reading right out of the Field Guide to Garden Dragons book from this particular deck, just to make sure that the person that you are inquiring about and how they are feeling and thinking about you after your last interaction, this is going to be a confirmation of the person that you are interested in learning about their thoughts and their feelings after you interacted. So this is the extra confirmation for this pile, so I'm gonna just get right on into it. The Blueberry Dragon is known for its bulbous eyes, which can see in any direction. Very small spinal attributions exhibit as rounded bulbs with erect points. These points are not sharp. This creature has only one defense mechanism noted at this time. If grabbed by hands, it can emit a dark spray that will leave an edible blue mark. A soft approach garners the best observations of this gentle dragon. Anywhere with good drainage and direct sun is home to the Blueberry Dragon, most easily found in the summer. The Blueberry Dragon may be a species that hibernates. At this time, the Royal Dragon Society has not been able to locate any den or other locations of this possible heterothermic creature, though it is thought to prefer hilly areas. Blueberry Dragon is used to have people stare. With those chameleon eyes, it can stare back from any direction. It is a very hard-working dragon, which is why the grasshopper follows him. It loves friends as long as they are inclined to labor alongside this dragon. The favorite season is summer, will stain if handled roughly, has a sweet aroma that goes along with its sweet nature. Field observers note that if one sits still long enough, this creature will land on a human. It seems to have a very inquisitive nature. When this affable fellow wanders in, it's a good time to look at your goals, prioritize activities based on time needed, take on the longer tasks first. Blueberry reminds us that we must focus our energies in order to make things happen. When you have a large project at hand, write down the steps, make a timeline, then carefully calculate each part of the journey towards the end goal. Plan your work, then work your plan. Alright, so if that sounds like a particular individual for you guys, I'm getting Aquarius and Pisces energy as well. So strong eye contact. This person could be a bit of aloof, kind of a mysterious individual, but also very soft and kind-hearted at nature. Probably really does love nature and exploring, and is probably a very loyal friend. So if that sounds like the person that you are interested in seeing how they are thinking and feeling the last time that they saw you, let's dive right on into that with the tarot here. We're going to get a couple of tarot cards and then some message cards and some spiritual guidance here for you guys today. But for our lovely Blueberry Dragon, we have King of Swords, so some strong communication wanting to come through, some emotions here as well. So it seems like you guys had like a long talk or a long conversation about potential feelings or a potential offering of feelings. Yeah, for sure. If this person didn't actually like offer up anything with you, Three of Cups as well. So if this person didn't offer, you know, an emotional offering towards you, or either confessed some type of feelings, confessed some type of like, you're a really, really good friend to me, any type of caring notion of I really care for you and I really want to nurture our relationship in whatever capacity that this is. I am getting that this is leaning a little bit more towards a romantic connection than it is a platonic connection, but take it how it resonates. I do think that there was kind of potentially maybe a couple of other people around, so this person might have not been able to effectively communicate the level that they wanted to when it comes to the emotional offer. I feel like they gave you kind of like a little bit of a hint almost, if that makes sense, and didn't go and dive really, really strongly or deeply into the emotional element of it. I think that this is something that this person is heavily contemplating and almost is like for certain that they are going to, but you're still maybe a little nervous, a little shy, maybe want to feel out how you received this kind of slip of emotional energy, if that makes sense. That's really what's coming across. Like, maybe if you just started dating this individual, they maybe said like a pet name or something like that, or something in those lines, and it was kind of like, ooh, are they gonna accept that? Like, is that okay? Is that good? Like, are we moving into that direction? That's kind of the energy that I am getting. So I think this person is really, really hopeful and optimistic about moving forward here and wanting to show more emotional sides to them. But let's start getting some spiritual advice here. We'll start out with an angel number card. See what wants to come through here first, and then we'll start diving into all of the different message cards that we have. Okay, that flew out. We have 15. The big break: innovation, focus, creation, progress, momentum, mastery, achievement, and passion. An exciting opportunity, support, or extra resources are heading your way. Keep moving with the enthusiasm and enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication will be handsomely rewarded. All right. Now let us start getting some message cards from this particular individual. Start out with the Roses deck. I lost sight of what was important in our connection. Okay, interesting. Only take these if they resonate, so otherwise leave the rest. It's probably for somebody else. The flashbacks I have about us are intense. You're the best thing that has happened to me. I am grateful that you came into my life. One more. Ooh, that one fell on the floor. I feel empty without you. Ooh, I'm sorry. Hit the camera a little bit here. Let's now get into the homemade deck, and then we will get a song for you guys before we do our final postcard, as always. Blueberry Dragon, you're so adorable. Okay, we have third party. Doesn't always have to be a romantic third party, could be friends, family, work situation. I haven't been the same since you walked into my life, and I'm afraid to lose you. Alright. And then let us get a song message here. Ooh, that came out fast. We have Velvet Sheets by Goth Babe. So if you wanted to look up that song and those lyrics and see if that has any additional messages for you. Otherwise, we are going to get our final postcard from Spirit here today to close out your guys' reading. Dear you. A human being spends a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that the magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. Alright, lovely pile ones with our blueberry dragon here. I hope that these messages were helpful and resonated for you. If they did, leave a little like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. If it didn't resonate, you can always choose another pile, choose another reading, or I might just not be a reader for today, and that is totally cool. If you are interested, I am now available for personal readings if you just wanted to send me an email at morethanamessage@gmail.com, and I will get back to you on that. Otherwise, I'm sending you much love and light in this journey, guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile 2, if you guys chose the corn dragon or friends in this fairy stone, this is going to be your reading for today. We are actually going to start out by reading directly from the little field guide dragon book, just to confirm the individual that you are particularly trying to wonder what their thoughts and feelings are the last time you interacted. Just to know who this person is to you. I'm already getting, it could definitely be a friend, but just in case we have some extra confirmation about the energy and the person, the vibe. So, corn dragon, friends. With its nubbly yellow hide, this dragon is easily recognized. The full, mature corn dragon will have the triangular yellow, orange, and white tail, but the young dragonette will only have the white tip. Each dorsal spine is a sharp, hard spike. If you would catch one to examine, please mind the wings. They may look silky soft, but the edges are blade thin. This creature can and will use those wings as protection. Dragons vary in height, but most are knee-high by the 4th of July. Tall corn plants attract this yellow individual. Those who track the corn dragon would do well to wear heavy denim on legs and arms, as the leaves of their signature plant can be razor sharp. The unwary observer will find themselves with scratches if they aren't careful. The best months to see the adult versions are August and September. They prefer weather that features a hot, blazing sun punctuated by occasional rain. This dragon actually sheds its dorsal spines. One can gather them up to roast or pop to get a fluffy white treat. There are 2 main varieties of this dragon, but each has several subgenera. All can be found in fields of spacious areas rather than forests. Corn dragons remind us that community and family are what sustain us. Be ready for growth in that area when the little yellow creature arrives. Each kernel represents an aspect of how we gather with others and how we offer and receive mutual support. Be ready to ask yourself who is important to you right now, nurture those relations, and see how much they grow. Alright, if that energy is resonating or sounding like any particular individual for you, this is going to be your reading for today. We are going to jump into some tarot and see what they were thinking and feeling about you the last time that you guys interacted. I am getting that this person is a very loyal friend, but they can be very cutthroat with their words at times. I'm getting some Sagittarius energy. I also think that this person might be a lot more vulnerable than they come across, like their bark is bigger than their bite type of an energy. But they are a very loyal individual. But let's see, our corn dragon. What were they thinking last time that they saw pile number 2? What were they thinking and feeling? Right, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Magician. The Corn Dragon, pile number 2. The Sun. Ooh, that like plopped up, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, interesting. I feel like you and this particular person could have had a falling out at some point, or there was just something that seemed lacking in this connection or this relationship with this individual. I feel like this particular person maybe didn't think that you were giving them as much attention or giving them as much emotional fulfillment. I feel like they were not necessarily expressing or communicating their needs as effectively, so therefore they kind of thought that the emotional connection wasn't necessarily as fulfilling as they would have liked it to be, or potentially they saw you having with other people. But I think that this is something that they've kind of come to terms with. They want to have a new beginning with you. They definitely find you a very positive and happy individual. They find you very, very attractive, whether that's in a platonic or in a romantic sense. I do think there is some communication here that does want to come forward. I do think it has to do with this kind of like falling out energy. If this person doesn't necessarily think that you are willing to give to them, I think that maybe this person at the time that you guys were connecting originally maybe was not giving as much as they would have liked to. Potentially there was family around, friends around, coworkers around. There was some external circumstances was preventing from there being as deep of an interaction as possible that I think both of you sort of were craving in this direction. But I think that this person is definitely going to come forward and discuss things with you of wanting some type of deeper connection, a deeper moment, being able to spend a little bit more time together, or just like, hey, I really care about you and I find you, you make me very happy. I think that that's ultimately something that is almost maybe difficult for this person to express. Again, with those kind of like cutthroat words, this person might have a bit of difficulty effectively coming across with their like softer emotions. But let us get an angel number, see what wants to come through for some spiritual guidance before we dive into message cards. 1414. Light up. Good vibes, balance, respect, family, optimism, quality, new connections, and joy. Focus on your needs, desires, and passions. A lighthearted approach makes everything more accessible. New opportunities, a fresh friendship, or even an addition to your family are on the horizon. Positive energy will accelerate the flow of blessings coming your way. Yeah, this could have been a past friendship that, kind of falling out or just drifted apart over the years, and you could have come into contact with this person quite recently, and they're like, hey, I miss you, I want to hang out with you, I enjoyed how we used to spend time together, even though we don't do that as much anymore, is kind of the vibes that I'm getting. But we're getting message cards now. I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. Yeah. I'm running because I don't think I deserve you. I'm keeping my distance, protect you and your energy. Interesting. So depending on where this kind of Four of Cups energy is lying, whether that's this individual's feelings or more of your energy, when I can hold you again, I will never let you go, but take that as it resonates. And you're the best thing that has happened to me. Alright, let's get into the homemade decks now before we do our postcard from Spirit. To close out the reading as always, but our corn dragon. Wrong timing. Interesting. Yeah, there definitely seemed to be this energy of like no contact or like coming back past life, even if it is in just a past life sense. But I do think that this is somebody you already had some type of previous like relationship with. I love our conversations. And I can't handle this right now. Alright. Let us now get a song card. So if this artist resonates, or you can look up the song and the lyrics could have some additional messages for you. All Your Exes by Julia Michaels. And then, as always, Rose deck just flew everywhere. Pick that up in a second. Alright, third pile number 2. What do we have here? Take that bottom one. Dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and when and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If only you knew how much you were loved. Sigh. Alright, pile 2. I hope that was helpful and resonated for you guys. If it did, leave a little like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. If it didn't resonate, you can always choose another pile, choose another reading, or I might just not be your reader for today, and that is totally cool. If you are interested, I am now available for personal readings. If you wanted to send me an email at morethanamessage@gmail.com, and I will get back to you on that. Otherwise, I am sending you much love and light in this journey, guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you guys chose the orange dragon and rewards, this is going to be your reading and this piece of selenite. We're actually going to first dive into the actual guidebook here for the field guide, just to make sure, check for extra confirmation that the person that you are interested in learning about their thoughts and feelings the last time you interacted, that this energy is matching up and resonating. We're just gonna read quick out of the guidebook for just kind of like general energy. So, orange dragon. Rewards. The young of this dragon are born green. As they mature, they take on the striking shades shown in this adult. Once fully grown, green will remain as an accent color only. The tail can be used to estimate age. The orange segments will grow wider, while the green will shrink down to thin lines. The breast area is covered in a lighter striated orange plate. Each plate shows a white edging in mature adults. The young display more white and less orange. Orange dragons vary in size. Groves of trees are magnets for this delightful companion, one of the few gardens dragons who actually seem to like humans. They will drop down from their perches to flit about an interesting human while chirruping softly to one another. A fanciful person might think they are being blessed by the gods when an orange dragon hovers along enough to take a treat from one's hand. A few professional researchers have broken with the formal stance of scientific observer in favor of smiling at the begging antics. Orange dragons were first spotted in Southeast Asia around 4000 BC, often found with the cranberry dragon. This sunny creature loves warmth and bright lights. There are several species within this family group that we can distinguish by their scents. Dapper perfume made by an ardent blossom on your wrist to attract sweet outcome. This is a golden day for you because the orange dragon always brings something marvelous with. If you are working towards a promotion, a salary increase, the omens are positive. Awards are coming your way. When you are squeeze all the joy you can from each and every day, happiness is your daily reward. Alright, so if that energy is sounding like somebody that is close to you, or the person that you last interacted with, that you want to know a little bit more about their thoughts and feelings, this is going to be your reading. We're going to dive into the tarot here. I'm getting some Libra energy as well as some Cancer energy too. Kind of somebody who's a little bit chatty, likes to kind of go around, kind of bubbly is the type of energy I am getting. Somebody that could potentially very much love fall, just a very people person. Oh, that's a lot, but I think that is exactly how many we want. Potentially one more. But we have the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, The Five of Cups. Okay, we have one more than the normal spread for today, but that is okay. The Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. So this is interesting. For you guys with this particular individual, I think that this person is having very conflicting emotions and thoughts when it comes to you. I think this person finds you as a very fulfilling individual and very emotionally fulfilling and somebody that they could very well connect with, but I feel like they're almost purposely not allowing themselves to. This could be an individual that maybe they won't allow themselves to date until they are in a certain spot into their career, or they will not allow themselves to participate in certain groups, functions, or certain like festivities until they've gotten a certain amount of I'm really getting work done, or they're at a certain fitness goal, or there's something here that keeps prohibiting this person from actually grabbing and going towards the things that they really, really want. For the most part, I think it has to do with money, finances, and career, but it is really keeping this person up because I do think that they want to connect with you and have a more emotionally fulfilling connection, but they're so focused on these other areas that might not be up to par in potentially 4 on the timer as I saw that. They might not potentially be able to showcase their best self that they want to, so therefore they're like not allowing themselves to have the things that they want, if that makes sense. So I think that this person is a little bit more caught up in their head about themselves more so than they are about you, but I think it's still obviously surrounding you, but it's more of their nature of like, why can I not do these things or connect with these people until I get these things accomplished, whether they are aware of this pattern or not. I think that this person is generally aware of it, but they might not have come to terms quite fully with that yet. But woo, we had a bunch of cards fly all over. Give me 1 second. Okay, half the deck fell out onto the floor for these angel number cards, so apologies. We are gonna see what spiritual advice wants to come out here for our lovely pile of threes. 0505, unexpected shift, divine guidance, transformation, love, serendipity, intuition, adaptability, and new opportunities. A sudden change is coming, encouraging you to follow your true passions. While it may disrupt your current path, it will lead you to where you belong, whether that's a loving relationship, your dream career, or a new location. Embrace the unexpected, trust your instincts, and welcome the opportunities that arise. I love that energy. All right. Let's start diving into some direct message cards here. We'll start with the rose deck and then get into homemade decks. What does our lovely orange dragon want to say to our pile of threes? I miss us. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. For pile of three, our lovely orange dragon, what do you have to say to our lovely pile of threes? I need space. The separation is needed right now. I'm taking time to find myself again. And I'm a mess right now. Alright. Get into some homemade. I could look at you forever. And I don't know how to talk to you. I love your lips. And your smile brightens my day. Alright, getting into the music deck. Let's see what song wants to come through here for you guys. If this is an artist you resonate with, or you can look up the song. Oh, that is way too many, but that one was the one that kind of flung out at me, so actually I'm going to take that one. We have Slow Down by Alicia Keys. So if you want to go and look up that song and see if those lyrics have any additional messages there for you. Otherwise, we are going to get our final postcard from Spirit today here. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind in alignment with divine intelligence is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. Alright, pile 3, I hope that it was helpful and resonated for you guys. If it did, leave a little like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Oh, sorry, excuse me. If it didn't resonate, you can always choose another pile, choose another reading, or it might just not be your reader for today, and that is totally cool. I am now available for personal readings. If you are interested, you can always send me an email at morethanamessage@gmail.com, and I will get back to you on that. Otherwise, I am sending you much love and light in this journey, guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye!